Alright, head out when you're ready.
Right.
Let's talk to Mom. I know you're busy, Tim, but please don't overwork yourself, okay? You don't have to worry so much, Mom. I'm not a kid anymore. Say that all you want, but a mother always worries about her kids, even when they're adults. I know, Mom, thanks. I'll be careful. Anything on the TV? It's time for the morning news to start.
This is GNN News. Pokemon incidents are on the rise. A swarm of Beedrill descended on Ryme City last night. Though citizens were in danger, we can thankfully confirm that no one was harmed. Both the Ryme City Police and the PPB are investigating the incident. Mayor Myers has said addressing these incidents is his top priority.
That happened yesterday.
Yeah. No mention of that group in the white uniforms, though.
Or Dad, for that matter.
We can't just ignore those weirdos. We need more information.
You're right. We should go talk to Inspector Holliday.
The plot
All right.
thickens. If we want to talk to Inspector Holliday, we should go to the police station. I'm ready to head out when you are. Let's see. It's today's newspaper. What articles are there today? Oh geez, that's a lot.
Oh!
Here's an article about Professor Gordon. It says there was a significant discovery at the ruins. So all our work really helped Gordon with his research, eh? Oh, it even mentions me and Rachel. But not me. I don't think this article is properly researched. Don't feel too bad, Pikachu. Besides, look, it mentions Darmanitan and the others too. Oh right, Gordon's looking for their home. He says that once he figures out where they're from, he'll take them back there himself. That's really good to hear. I hope they all get back home safely. Popular brand's new collection, inspired by Pokemon. Oh, it looks like someone designed a whole line of clothes modeled after the ones Levani make. The Levani at the ruins did a great job making clothes for Swadloon. Yeah, those were really some quality duds. I should have asked it to make me something as thanks for finding Swadloon. Oh really? What would he have requested? A cape, of course. Don't you think every detective should have a cape? No. And naturally, I want it to be real classy, like the ones I got to wear on the cruise ship way back when. You know, Tim, you could always buy me a cape as a present. Would I, though? No, I would not. Here's an article about the ruins. Yeah, it's about the Pokemon murals and statues we saw there. Speaking of which, why do you suppose there was a Clefairy statue there? The others make sense. There were Persimmon living near the ruins, and the professor explained that Aegislash symbolized protection from misfortune. But why was Clefairy chosen as a statue motif? Gordon said that the ruins were built on a site where a bunch of meteorites landed, right? Apparently, Clefairy and Clefairy, which it evolves from, often appear where meteorites have fallen. And remember, we ended up helping some Clefairy that were playing hide and seek. I bet whoever built those ruins also interacted with Clefairy in some way. So the Clefairy statues might have been... yeah, it could have been inspired by an ancestor of those little Clefairy. Missing tourist found unarmed. Unharmed, sorry. Oh look, a person who'd been missing for 2 whole days just got rescued by the police. Oh yeah, I saw in the news that someone had gotten lost while hiking. I'm glad they were found safe and sound. You and me both. It says here they were wandering lost in the mountains when they came across an Ursa ring. When the hiker's eyes met Ursaring's, the hiker got scared and took off running. Never run from a bear, that's a surefire way to get killed. Wasn't long before the rescue party found their missing person, sprinting full tilt down the path. Encountering a wild Ursaring when you're already lost would be enough to send anyone packing. Still, I wonder if that Ursaring would actually have attacked the hiker. Who knows, you'd have to ask the Ursaring. In-depth interview. Oh, here's that column that always has interviews of experts from different fields. This time they're interviewing a researcher of fossils. It says he's been digging up fossils for half a century now, and he's discovered countless new specimens. It started as a hobby, but now he's even founded his own fossil museum. Wow, what a legend. Huh? Wait a second, is that who I think it is? Yep, it's the fossil collector we met at the ruins. I had no idea he was such a prominent researcher. Do you think the fossils he found yesterday will be added to his prized collection? Hey, it was me and Darmanitan who found him. Daily crossword, yeah, my favorite. Alrighty then, what do we get for today's crossword? Are you ready? Here's the first hint. This Pokemon has a blocky body and impressive jaws. That'd be Charjabug. This winged Pokemon has adorable eyes and a perfect round body. That's Rowlet. This Pokemon is covered in fluff. That's a real vague hint, but I know the answer. It's Eldegoss. Oh, Pikachu, you solved this almost instantly. I cut it out, actually, in the last video, but those were all the answers to the quiz professor that was at the ruins. I cut it out because it was just trivia that she gave, and it's not really worth it. It helps that we've solved these puzzles before, so doing it second time is a piece of cake, especially for a great detective like yours truly. I think that's it, so... I think I can also look at this bowl of fruit. We brought back a ton of berries from the ruins. We sure did. I had a blast tasting so many different flavors. Let's whip up something with these later. Hey, Sophia, what's up?
I went to Ryme Tower with Mom yesterday. The view was super pretty.
Let's all go together next time.
No thanks. You can count me out. I've got no time for sightseeing.
Pikachu will come too, of course.
Are you hearing a word I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Of course not.
She obviously can. Unless she can?
Tim!
Hey Tim, do you know any good sightseeing spots in Ryme City? I'd just love for you to show me. Nothing really coming to mind right now. Oh, come on Tim, you gotta be ready for this kind of thing. What if you had to come up with a few good date spots on the fly, huh? I take it you know a good spot then, Pikachu? Of course I do. Personally, I'd recommend the High Hat Cafe. That's not really a tourist spot though, that's just a cafe. I've been popping over there after dinner lately just to grab some coffee and collect my thoughts. So that's where we've been running off to in the evenings recently. Still, I think Sophia may be a little too young to really appreciate the High Hat Cafe. Don't bother your brother, Sophia. Tim's very busy. Okay. Bye. Wait, do you still have something to say?
Yep.
Are you heading out again, Tim? Even though we're here to visit you? Sorry, Sophia. I'll make more time to hang out with you. Just wait a little. You promise? Yeah, I promise. Then I guess I can wait a bit.
Alright.
Let's get going, Pikachu. Oh wait, let's play the High Hat Cafe visit first. Huh? Why? We can interview the customers there, see if they know anything about last night's incident. Well, that is pretty important actually. This isn't just an excuse for you to get coffee, is it? I'm not gonna dignify that question with a denial, mostly because I can't. Well, we're off. See you later. Itterashai. I could go for a coffee myself, actually. Ryme City, outside the High Hat Cafe.
What's this?
Oh no, it's him.
Hello, great detective. I'm here for Pikachu.
Brad, what is all this?
Pikachu, you're under arrest. Come with us.
Huh?
No way. Arrested for what?
For property damage. Take him away.
Oh, Tim, I'll be all right.
You should get little handcuffs.
Focus on proving my innocence.
Oh no, now I
Pikachu!
can't talk to Pokemon. Oh. That sad face, Tim. Just go ask Inspector Holiday what this is about. Detainee Pikachu, okay. What, did they punch him?
Where am I?
They could at least put beds in there.
This is bad.
Must have fallen asleep at some point. I remember Brad and his goons putting me in the police car, which means this must be the police station. If this is someone's idea of a joke, it's not very funny. I can't believe a great detective like me would actually be locked up behind bars. Oh no. Hey, quit that muttering, newbie. Great, guess I can't expect a warm welcome from my new roommates either. I've landed myself in a real mess, that's for sure. Well, let's see what my new roomies can tell me. Hey Sableye, what's up? Mineral Maniac. Hey there, buddy. Can I ask you some questions? I ain't your buddy, newbie, and I ain't wasting time making small talk with you either. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I'm still trying to get my bearings. I mean, I don't even know why I was brought here. Hey, sure you don't. You must have done something bad to end up here. Something bad? Me? I'm the great Detective Pikachu. I would never. A great detective? You? Now, that's a good one. That wasn't a joke. Well, Mr. Great Detective, let me give you some free advice. You may have been some big shot detective out there, but in here, you're just a newbie. And newbies don't run their mouths, got it? Well, that's that, I guess. I don't think I'll be getting much more out of him. Has he been here for a really long time? Pangoro, boss of the bamboo forest. Arrrr. Hey, you got a minute? You must be the newbie. So I'm told. I was hoping to learn more about this place. Hey, are you even listening to me? Hello? Keep it down in the detainment room. The detainment room? You mean where we are now? Great, just ignore me, why don't you? Well, at least I learned what this room is called, which is nice.
Sheesh.
Yeesh, I can't even get a straight answer out of the Pokemon here. That puts me in a bit of a pickle. How am I supposed to find out what's going on? Huh? What's happening? Oh no.
It's time for exercise. Proceed to the roof. Single file.
Hey, you guys all right? Body's moving on its own. That light.
Is Brad in on the whole thing?
What? How did... What just happened?
Unless the mayor is in on it, because was he the one that said that Pokemon need to be managed, or was that someone else? Is this the roof? Why did I come up here? Today just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Guess I'll ask the other Pokemon what's going on. Curiouser and curiouser. Didn't I tell you to zip it? Stop talking to me like we're pals, new, because we ain't. Oh, come on, no need to be so standoffish. I'm just trying to ask a few questions. Weren't we inside a room just now? Why are we up here on the roof? Beats me. Don't try anything funny if you know what's good for you. How about you, Pangoro? Wait, haven't I seen you somewhere before? Maybe on TV? I'm a famous great detective after all. Great detective? Oh, who are you? I think you're from the newer games. Just a silly guy. I feel you, bud. Hi, I've never seen you around before. You new or something? Yeah, I just got nabbed a little bit ago. Have you been here a long time? And I'm pretty new too. Been here longer than you, though. And that matters why, exactly? Because the longer you've been here, the higher you are on the ladder. Oh no. Prison rules. Hey. Per something. No, Leopard. Poised and refined. Why, hello there. I don't believe we've met. Oh, thank goodness. Someone I can actually have a conversation with. The Pokemon here are a rather quirky bunch, aren't they? You said it. Doesn't help that I've got no idea what's going on. What do you mean? Like how we all suddenly ended up on the roof, for example. Oh, right. I suppose that is a bit strange. The same thing happens every day, but I don't really know why. Every day, huh? Good to know, thanks. I thought I told you to keep quiet, newbie. Yeah, I thought you didn't want to talk to me and now here you are striking up a conversation? You won't be running your mouth like that for long. Follow me. Luxray wants to see you. Luxray. Hehe, he'll teach you how things work around here. He'll teach you real good. Is that a threat? You threatening me? This is the newbie I was telling you about. So, you're Detective Pikachu. Luxray, born leader with a penetrating gaze.
Huh? What are you supposed to be, the big boss of this place? You gotta be joking.
I'll teach you the rules around here.
Like Jail 101 or something?
You're about to get hazed. Wow, you don't know when to stop talking. Rule number 1. He fainted? That attack shouldn't have been very effective. Yeah, because he's an electric type as well. Pathetic. Well, Pikachu, you really shouldn't be running your mouth off like that since you can't actually fight back. Detainment, day 1. Tim, warning. Well, I made it to the police station, but I wonder if they'll even let me see Pikachu. He must be so lonely all by himself in there. I still can't believe they just drag him off like that out of the blue. Brad said something about property damage, but that doesn't sound like Pikachu at all. Hello. This is the reception area. State your business.
Excuse me?
My partner Pikachu is being detained by the police. Is this where they're keeping him? Detained Pokemon are held in custody at this station, yes. How is Pikachu doing? Would it be possible for me to see him? I'm afraid that won't be possible without express permission from headquarters. Furthermore, I'm unable to share any information related to an ongoing investigation. Can't be serious.
Tim, I thought I'd find you here.
Inspector Holiday.
Inspector Holiday.
That's
and
right.
Chief Butler.
PPB.
I understand how concerned you are about your Pikachu. Don't worry. The Pokemon Protection Bureau is a safe place.
Sure it is. We'll be holding Pikachu in custody here for a while. He's suspected of causing property damage last night in Fountain Plaza. Oh, he didn't do that. Pikachu would never do that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got proof. That being said, we're still investigating the matter. I can't allow any visits before the dust settles. So there's really no way I can see him? Look, I'm sure this is tough for you, but we don't do special treatment here, not even for you, young detective. Anyway, kiddo, I'll see you around. Yeah, because you're not a cop. You're a PI. Am I right in assuming you can't tell me anything either, Inspector? I'm afraid it's just as Chief Butler says. But I'll do what I can to arrange a visit for you. Come back to the reception area sometime this afternoon. Really? Thank you so much. Don't mention it, Tim. Oh, one more thing. I'd like to have a chat with you tonight. I'd rather not go into the details here, so let's meet near the station after sundown. Alright, I'll see you this evening. I know this must be rough, but hang in there, Tim. Thanks to Inspector Holiday, I'll be able to meet with Pikachu this afternoon. Until then, I'll just do what I can. First, I think I'll go check out the scene of the crime. I just don't believe Pikachu would destroy anything. The police must have gotten the wrong idea somehow. The crime took place at Fountain Plaza. Apparently someone broke something at the plaza, but the culprit has to be someone other than Pikachu. Assuming the culprit was a Pokemon, what kind of Pokemon could it have been? There might be some evidence left behind that could at least tell me its type. I'll investigate Fountain Plaza and work out who the real culprit is. Sure. Can't talk to you. So, let's get out of here. Fountain Plaza is down the street from the police station next to the Hi Hat Cafe. I should head there right away. You got anything to say? You're Tim, right? The detective?
Excuse me?
Yes? You know, I never thought the famous Detective Pikachu would commit such a serious crime. Pikachu is innocent and I'm gonna prove it. Hey. Hello, would you like to buy some flowers? Not right now, sorry. What are you? Inteleon, Crackshot Gardener. Are you from the newer games? I feel like you're from Scarlet and Violet. But I honestly don't remember that game very much apart from the last boss fight, which was really fucking baller as hell. Inteleon. Huh, this Inteleon seems to like flowers. I'm gonna talk to everyone. I never thought anything like that would happen in Fountain Plaza. Do you know if they've caught the culprit? Hey, I know you. You're from Sun and Moon, right? Happiness is a full-time. Yep. True happiness is sausage. Pico! You look like a hearty little eater, Morpeko. It's no time for a coffee break. I need to investigate Fountain Plaza. But someone's there.
Wait, is that Brad? Why is he at the crime scene?
Suspicious. Very suspicious. Was Brad examining the Slowpoke statue? There aren't any other police officers around though. Why only Brad? I better take a look myself. Oh hey, you're the kid with the oh. Yeah. Yeah, step all over it, Tim.
Alright.
So this is the scene of the crime. Maybe I can learn something by examining any traces the culprit left behind. Now where should I look first? Look at the Slowpoke. Okay, he's missing a whole chunk of his body. The Slowpoke statue has been broken. This must be what Brad meant by property damage. The statue's got scorch marks on it. Well, Pikachu can't use moves, so... anything else? Hey kid, can I examine you? Nothing in the water. Let's look at these shiny rocks.
Oh!
There are fragments of Slowpoke statue on the ground. The statue must have been broken by a Pokemon move. Maybe I should pick one up for a better look. Ow! My hand's gone numb. These fragments must be charged with electricity. Stone? Charged with electricity? It's not conducive to electricity. It's not a conductive material. The grass has been scorched. It must have been caused by a Pokemon that generates a lot of heat. What is this? Huh? What's with this water? I guess it must have spilled out from the fountain.
Alright.
I think I've seen about everything there is to see. Okay, let's exit out.
Let's think.
Let's think. Investigate the scene of Fountain Plaza to narrow down the list of Pokemon that could have been involved. Well, it's definitely an electric type. I think it's safe to assume this incident was caused by a Pokemon. Looking at the evidence, it may be possible to figure out who the culprit is. What is this? Fighting type, water type, fire type, electric type.
Okay.
The statue's fragments are charged with electricity, so I think it was broken with an electric type move. But Pikachu can't use any electric type moves, so this crime must have been committed by another Pokemon. It'll be tough to prove Pikachu can't use any moves though. I'd better find another way to prove Pikachu's innocence. Sure. Yes, stamp of approval. Where did Pikachu go last night? If I figure that out, I may be able to provide him with an alibi. I should go where Pikachu most likely was and hear what people there have to say. Hi Hat Cafe. After we got back from the ruins yesterday, Pikachu went out on his own, and knowing him, Pikachu must have gone to the Hi Hat Cafe. I'd better go and check with Pablo. Yeah, I was wondering what his name was. His name escaped me for a bit. Because I don't really remember him that well from the previous game. Hey Pablo.
Hey.
Hey, welcome. I see Pikachu's not with you today. We were actually on our way here this morning, but the police stopped us out front and arrested Pikachu. Wait, Pikachu was arrested? We're talking about your Pikachu, right? You know, now that you mention it, I did hear a commotion outside earlier. That must have been it. Did Pikachu do something bad? The police are saying that Pikachu is the one who damaged the Slowpoke statue in Fountain Plaza. But there's no way Pikachu could have done it. I mean, he can't even use any moves. Yeah, no way he can deal that sort of damage without using moves. And besides, the statue got busted up last night, right? Pikachu was here at the cafe last night. Really? Please tell me more. About Pikachu.
Excuse me?
Please tell me more about when Pikachu came here last night. Oh, it was the same as always. I gave him as usual a cup of freshly brewed black coffee. He sure seemed to enjoy it. About what time last night was that? I'm sorry, I don't remember. I guess we can't establish an alibi then. Oh, but he was still here when the evening news was playing on TV. Okay, so you can place a time. If only I could remember the time the show came on. Sorry, I can't be more help. Oh, please don't apologize, Pablo. You've been a huge help. About the Slowpoke statue.
Excuse me?
So you already knew about what happened to the Slowpoke statue. Yeah, I couldn't believe my ears when I heard about it this morning. Such a shame. It must have been a really strong Pokemon if it could damage that Slowpoke statue. The thing looks solid. I really doubt your Pikachu could deal that kind of damage. You can say that again, as much as you'd hate to hear it. Haha, pardon me then. Jokes aside, I doubt the incident went unnoticed. Some of the customers may be able to tell you something about it. Go ahead, ask around. Good idea, thanks Pablo. How about you?
Excuse me?
Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? Depends, who's asking? I'm trying to eat here, you know. I don't mean to inconvenience you. I'm actually investigating the incident at Fountain Plaza. Oh, you must be that detective kid. In that case, I'd be happy to help. About Pikachu, you were standoffish just a second ago. Did you happen to see a Pikachu yesterday? I did indeed, last night at Fountain Plaza. At Fountain Plaza? Please tell me more about that. By the time I saw the Pikachu, the Slowpoke statue had already been damaged. I only saw Pikachu from behind as it was leaving, but there was no mistaking that yellow bat. It probably was just a different Pokemon? The Pikachu just wandered off somewhere afterward. I see. Whoops. I pressed B. About the Slowpoke statue. Have you heard about what happened to the Slowpoke statue? Heard about it. I saw it with my own eyes. Shattered. Such an awful thing to do, breaking a statue like that. You're investigating the incident, right? I hope you catch whoever did it. Yeah, I'm doing everything I can. Who else have we got? I'm not gonna talk to the Pokemon because I can't actually talk to them. The food and drinks here are all fantastic. This place really is the best.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask a few questions? What do you want to know? About Pikachu.
Excuse me?
Did you see a Pikachu last night? A Pikachu? No, I didn't see one last night, but I did see one just a few minutes ago. I went to the police station to pick up something I'd lost and I saw a Pikachu there. Really? How did it look? He seemed to be sleeping. An officer was carrying him into the station. They drugged him? Sleeping? How could he just doze off with all that's been going on? Is something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. About Slowpoke statue. Have you heard about what happened to the Slowpoke statue? Oh yeah, I heard it was kind of wild. I haven't been able to see the plaza myself though. Oh, it's afternoon already. Maybe I can visit Pikachu now. Time to head over to police station. Okay. Can you help me? Oh, Tim, your quests have been approved by Inspector Holiday. You are now allowed to visit Pikachu.
Thank you.
Thank goodness. But before that, Tim, let me explain our Pokemon partner visitation rules. Visits are allowed in the afternoons. You can visit your partner a maximum of twice per day, but they cannot be consecutive visits. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Are you ready to visit your partner? Yes. Then follow me. Okay, I feel like that's gonna come up again later. Like I have to choose when to see him. Well, I finally get to see Pikachu. I wonder how he's holding up. Apologies for the wait. Here's Pikachu to see you. Huh, so this is the visitation room.
Tim!
Pikachu! Thank goodness. You really had me worried.
Hey, keep your voice down. Don't call attention to us.
Oh, right.
The walls have ears. Are you alright, Pikachu? This all happened so suddenly, I've been really worried. I don't blame you, I just think, a great detective like me being accused of a crime. The Pokemon Protection Bureau thinks you broke the Slowpoke statue in Fountain Plaza. I took a look around the scene myself. The statue fragments I found were electrified. That means the culprit is a Pokemon that can use electric-type moves. Maybe it's just the Manectric Grad's Manectric. Hey, wait a minute, I can't use any moves. Don't worry, I know, you can't be the culprit. But I can't tell the PPB anything you've said. They'll never believe me. Yeah, if you tell them Pikachu says he's innocent, they're just gonna look at you funny. I want you to tell me everything you know, Pikachu. I'm going to prove your innocence. I knew I could depend on you. Sure, ask away. What were you doing last night? Can you tell me what you were doing last night? After we split up, I headed to the Hi-Hat Cafe. I wanted to sit and think over what happened last night, and how all the cases we've handled so far might be connected. For that, I needed coffee. I stopped by the plaza on my way to the cafe, but at that point, the Slowpoke statue was unharmed. Were there any other Pokemon around at the time? Maybe ones that could use electric-type moves? No, I didn't see any. The culprit must have arrived after I left. I see. Well, how about after you got to the cafe? Anything strange happen? Now that you mention it, while I was relaxing in the cafe, I remember hearing a loud clap of thunder or something outside. Thunder, huh? That might have been the sound of the electric-type move that damaged the statue. About what time did you hear the sound? I don't remember the exact time, but I know that the evening news was on when I heard the noise. Isn't that usually like around 7 or 8? Thanks, Pikachu. I'm sure this information will come in handy. What you've been up to since the arrest? This is really starting to feel like an Ace Attorney game, and I'm like gonna prove my defendant innocent. What happened after Brad took you away? I fell asleep in the car. By the time I woke up, I was in the detainment room. Sure. Wait, you fell asleep in the car? Was it especially comfortable or something? No more than any other car, I suppose. Not sure why I zonked out. That's not the only strange thing that's happened, though. There have been times in the station where I've just lost my memory. Wait, what? One moment I'll be in the detainment room, the next I'll be up on the roof with no idea how I got there. I heard an announcement that it was time to exercise, but I don't remember walking there myself. It almost sounds like someone's using hypnosis on you. I haven't seen any Pokemon here that can use a move like that, though. The situation in the station.
Sheesh.
I got a bad feeling about the station. The whole place seems off. All the other Pokemon here keep giving me a hard time. I think I drew too much attention. One even knocked me out with a move earlier. What? Are you okay? You're not injured, are you? No, nothing serious, but boy, does it still sting. It was a pretty strong attack. Well, I'm glad you're alright, but try to stay out of trouble, okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll be more careful next time. I hope you and the other Pokemons can learn to get along. About how many other Pokemon are being held with you? I've met 5 others. All of them have a weird gizmo stuck on their backs too. Come to think of it, it's probably a tag or something the PPB are using to keep track of us. If that's true, they may also be able to use it to track you. No grand escape plans, okay? Me? Escape? I'd never. I'm gonna get out of here the right way by proving my innocence. Based on what you've told me, I think I can pin down where you were when the crime took place. Oh, really? Yeah, just let me look back over my case notebook. Sure. He was at the Hi-Hat Cafe. Where was Pikachu when the crime took place? I should be able to deduce that based on what I heard at the cafe and from Pikachu himself. The police station, Fountain Plaza, Hi-Hat Cafe.
Okay.
Pikachu said he heard the sound of thunder outside the cafe during the evening news. And Pablo said Pikachu was inside the cafe when the news was on. That proves Pikachu was not at the scene of the crime when it occurred. He was at the Hi-Hat Cafe. Well, it doesn't prove it, necessarily. He just has an alibi-ish that's only corroborated by one other dude. It seems possible that there could have been another Pikachu, yeah. I know this goes without saying, Tim, but I'm innocent. You gotta find out who really did this. Sure. Hang in there, Pikachu. I'm gonna find the Pokemon that did this. Thanks, Tim. I'm counting on you. Just be careful while you investigate. Don't forget you're tracking down a Pokemon that can use powerful electric-type moves. Don't worry, Pikachu. I'll try not to get knocked out like you did. You had to bring that up, didn't you? Ah, well, as long as you understand. Chief Butler said he has proof that you committed the crime, Pikachu, so maybe there's another Pikachu here in Ryme City. Another Pikachu besides me? I think it's a little early to make that conclusion, but I'll admit it's possible. I'll keep investigating what I can here in the station. There are other things nagging at me too. Okay, I'll keep questioning people in the city. Sure.
You'll get out soon. Just hang in there.
Time's up.
Hold on. We're not done yet.
What's wrong, Pikachu?
My body's moving on its own.
Huh? That light.
Pokemon need to be managed. Detainment Day 1, Tim, evening. Time to see Inspector Holiday, I guess. Pikachu was acting really strange just now. Maybe that's what he meant when he was talking about losing his memory. I'm curious about that cube-shaped device on his back too. It's about time to meet Inspector Holiday. I'll run all my questions by him. Sure. Now, where did he say he was? By a train station? Like a metro station, or was it somewhere else? Oh, it's right there. It's right there. There you are, Tim, just as we agreed. Inspector Holiday. Sorry to drag you out like this. I know it must be a rough time for you. Now, I'd like to start our chat right away, but this might not be the best place. Let's talk over there.
Excuse me?
This feels super shady. Why don't you just get some coffee or something? Thanks so much for arranging my visit with Pikachu, Inspector. That was the least I could do. I take it you were able to see him? Yes, thanks to you, but you don't look too happy. Oh, I'm happy that I got to see him, but I feel like there's even more to worry about now. Did something happen? Before we get into that, Inspector, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course I don't mind. Go right ahead. About his detainment. Did you know that Pikachu was going to be detained, Inspector? No, I was as surprised as you were. Apparently, Mayor Myers wants a PPB to detain more Pokemon. So Chief Butler's been detaining any Pokemon he thinks may be a problem. To be fair, the evidence he presents always makes for an open and shut case, so detaining the Pokemon isn't without justification, but what? Is there something that bothers you? His aggressive approach is concerning. He's got the PPB rounding up Pokemon left and right, and they're not even gathering testimonies from residents. He won't even allow it. Yeah, that's what happened with Pikachu, too. Not that the PPB should give anyone special treatment, but even so. It makes me wonder if this is really the way they should be approaching this. About Chief Butler. Can you tell me more about Chief Butler? I saw you together this afternoon. Do you two usually work together? Lately, yes, but it's not like we're shoulder to shoulder at every moment. Though, if I'm being honest, it does feel like he's got his eye on me. What do you mean by that? On the one hand, my job as a police inspector requires me to cooperate with the Pokemon Protection Bureau. But on the other, I don't agree with Butler's methods. I've said as much to Butler, but he just dismisses me and carries on unchanged. This has happened several times, and I fear it's made Chief Butler a bit wary of me. Wary enough to keep an eye on me and make sure I don't do anything unnecessary. Wow, sounds like things have been rough for you too, Inspector. About the cube-shaped...
Excuse me?
This is what I want to know, actually. When I met with Pikachu, I noticed a cube-shaped device on some kind on his back. Do you know what that thing was? Those devices are attached to all Pokemon that have been detained. I've been told there's some kind of management tag for keeping track of the detained Pokemon, but that's all I know, unfortunately. What? Even you don't fully know what those devices are? The PPB has a lot of secrets, and they don't share them with anyone, not even the police. Are they allowed to do that? The security is watertight too, so it's hard for me to investigate them independently. So even you can't find out more, huh? About the Beedrill attack. Do you know anything about all the commotion last night, Inspector? Oh, you're talking about those Beedrill going berserk, right? That's under the PPB's jurisdiction. The police haven't been given any information about it. Interesting. We may cooperate with the PPB, but we're largely kept in the dark about their operations and plans. Well, thanks. If anyone knew something, I thought it'd be you. Wish I could be more help. No, not at all. I understand the situation a bit better now, thanks to you.
So that's the situation.
This is quite the place for a conversation, gentlemen.
That shirt is too tight. Well, if it isn't the young detective, what a surprise. Evening, Chief Butler. Can I help you with something, Chief? No, I just happened to be passing by. But while I'm here, Inspector Holliday, I hope you're not making the rash decisions without consulting me first. Wouldn't dream of it. Glad to hear it. After all, it's vital that the Bureau and the police both follow proper procedure. In any case, I'll excuse myself now. I find it hard to believe he just happened to be passing by at this exact moment. This is what I meant when I say he's got his eye on me. You be careful out there, Tim. Nothing good will come of it if Chief Butler sets his sights on you. So that's what you've been trying to tell me. I'm worried about you and Pikachu. Unfortunately, I can't do much to openly help you in my current situation. But I know you'll figure out how to prove Pikachu's innocence. I believe in you. Thank you, Inspector. Well, I'll see you later, Tim. So has been a solid dude. Pikachu started acting weird when the cube-shaped device started glowing. I was told it's just a tag for management purposes, but I'm not so sure about that. The witness statements I heard about Pikachu raised some questions as well. Maybe I'll learn something if I ask around about the other Pokemon that were detained. That said, there aren't many people out and about at this time of day. Oh, there might still be customers at the Hi Hat Cafe. I'll head over there. I honestly don't know if... Oh, side quest. I don't know if people at the Hi Hat Cafe can help you learn more about those cubes. Oh dear, where did they run off to?
Excuse me?
Is something wrong? Wait, aren't you that detective I read about in the newspaper? What, look, could you help me search for my Gossifleur? Gossifleur, that's a grass-type Pokemon with a pretty singing voice, right? I should have known a great detective would really know his stuff. I'm part of a choir that sings with Gossifleur. Gossifleur. But some of the Gossifleur went out to play and haven't come back yet. We need to leave the city soon to be on time for our next performance. In that case, I'll gladly help you. Thank you, detective. If you find the Gossifleur, please ring this bell. It's a signal we use to regroup, so Gossifleur should understand that it's time to go. There are 2 Gossifleur in total that have gotten separated from us. 2 of them, got it. I'll let you know if I see them. Sure. Well, there's one. Hey. Gossifleur. Sings beautifully. Hello. Is this one of the Gossifleur from the choir? I'll try ringing the bell they lent me. Oh, that's cute.
Alright.
Yep, it must have been part of the choir. Looks like it's heading back to them now. Oh, good. I knew there would still be customers here. I should ask around and see if anyone can tell me more about the Pokemon being detained. Hey, you're new. Can't talk to you, though. Hey, Pablo.
Hey.
Oh, Tim, you're back, but Pikachu still hasn't been released, eh? Not yet, no. But I know he's innocent. If the culprit was a Pikachu, it must have been a different one. Are you aware of any other Pikachu in the city? Not off the top of my head, no. Yeah, I thought as much. Sorry I can't be of more help. No, it's okay. Just talking about this with you is really helping me out. Speaking of which, there are a few other things I'd like to ask. Sure, what's on your mind?
Excuse me?
Have you seen the police detain any Pokemon by chance? No, I spent most of my time here in the cafe, but my customers might have seen something. Thanks, I'll ask them. Good luck, Tim. About the Hi-Hat Cafe. Looks like you're pretty busy even at night. Yeah, and I'm very thankful for that. You know, there are some Pokemon singing on the stage in the back. They usually play rock, but it sounds like tonight they're doing ballads. I'm sure your investigation is keeping you busy, but if you've got some spare time, feel free to hang out and hear them perform. I didn't know there were Pokemon like that here in Ryme City. They're all friends of Ludicolo. I'm glad that so many Pokemon enjoy my humble little cafe. Oh, you're a solid dude, Pablo. How about you?
Excuse me?
Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? What do you want? I'm trying to enjoy the show. I'm investigating last night's incident and was hoping you could answer a few questions. Well, okay, I suppose I can help you with that. About Pikachu.
Excuse me?
Have you ever seen a Pikachu around this city? If you mean that famous Detective Pikachu, then yes. Have you seen any other Pikachu? No, I haven't. Okay, thanks anyway. Maybe there really is only one Pikachu at this city, which I find hard to believe. Have you witnessed any Pokemon being detained? Yes, I saw a Pangoro being taken into custody. At first I was scared of Pangoro because of its size, but it turned out to be surprisingly cute. While I was walking with the police officer, Pangoro was waving its hands like it was dancing. Wait, dancing? Yes, it flapped its hands around for a while, just like it was dancing. Interesting. Why would Pangoro do that? I really couldn't tell you. Fair enough, that's a strange story though. About the Hi-Hat Cafe. Do you come to this cafe often? Are you hitting on her? Yes, I love the coffee here. Pablo really knows his stuff. When I brew my own coffee, it never tastes as good as his does. How about you? Ah, this is nice. Another amazing performance by Politoad's band tonight.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? What can I do for you? But Pikachu.
Excuse me?
Have you seen any other Pikachu around the city? Other than Detective Pikachu, I mean. Oh, well, I see Detective Pikachu right here in this cafe all the time. As for the other Pikachu, no, I can't think of any. Got it, thanks. Pokemon that were detained. Have you witnessed any Pokemon being detained? Yeah, I have. I saw a police officer taking an Impidimp away. Did you happen to see some kind of cube-shaped device as well? Oh yeah, definitely. The police officer got one out. Is it like handcuffs, I guess? The Impidimp looked really happy. It practically snatched the thing right off the officer's hands. It was so excited. That's strange. Well, then again, was he trying to steal it? It was. Oh, must have been a pretty carefree Impidimp then. About the cafe. Do you come to this cafe often? Yeah, you can't beat the food and the music here. Politoad's band is great, don't you think? They can do everything. Rock, jazz, ballads, you name it. They've got amazing range. I think you're the last one.
Excuse me?
Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? Sure, what do you want? About the Pikachu.
Excuse me?
Have you ever seen a Pikachu around this city? If you're asking about Detective Pikachu, I've seen him on the news a few times. I'm looking for a regular Pikachu, not the detective. Then I'm afraid I can't help you, sorry. Oh, no need to apologize, I appreciate your time.
Excuse me?
Have you witnessed any Pokemon being detained? Yes, I saw a group of Pokemon, 3 I believe, getting rounded up and taken away. Did you happen to see some kind of cube-shaped device as well? I did, now that you mention it. One of the police officers attached some to the Pokemon's backs. The Pokemon resisted at first, but they calmed down once those devices were on them. It was strange how they all went quiet so suddenly. Ooh. Pokemon rights, Pokemon rights. That is some kind of unnatural. I wonder what those devices are. About the Hi-Hat Cafe. Do you come to this cafe often? I saw it showcased on TV a little while ago, so I came to check it out. This is my first time here, but it really is a nice place, isn't it? The coffee is great, and that Ludicolo is so cute. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'll be back.
Let's think.
Let's think. Just enjoy the tunes for a bit. Sure. What are those cube-shaped devices? Did anything strange happen when the Pokemon were detained? I should try to think of something that fits what I saw during my visit with Pikachu. Devices for Pokemon dance, controlling, for fun toys.
Okay.
Could they be devices for controlling Pokemon? Maybe the Pokemon Protection Bureau uses them for stuff like detaining rampaging Pokemon. But if that's the case, is Pikachu okay? I hope it doesn't have any negative effects on him. Stamp of approval. Where did the other Pikachu go? Yep. Well, it's getting late. I guess I'll continue my investigation tomorrow. Yeah, you've had a long day, Tim. Both you and the police have been burning the midnight oil lately. I'm impressed. Oh, were the police here? Yeah, I saw Brad for a moment. He said he was going to Fountain Plaza. Oh, really? Maybe I'll talk to Brad before I go home. Oh, he's back. Hey. What are you doing working out here so late? Why, hello there, great detective. I finished my work for today, actually. I just thought I'd unwind by gazing at the fountain before heading home. Shame someone went and broke the statue, though. With all due respect, Brad, Pikachu didn't do this. Is that so? And what are you doing out here at this hour? I'm trying to figure out what really happened in this case and to find the real culprit. Well, good luck with that. Brad, wait, please. You came here this afternoon too, didn't you? So you saw me. Do you... Actually, no. Manek? What is it, Brad? Oh, nothing. I think I'll be going home now. After all, tomorrow's bound to be another busy day. So many Pokemon to detain, so little time. You better get home soon too. A kid like you shouldn't be out past his bedtime. Manek, aren't I like a university student? Brad looked like he was about to say something but changed his mind. And he seemed to be deep in thought about something, which isn't like him at all. It does make me curious, but it doesn't change what I have to do. I just need to keep investigating this case. But as much as I'd like to keep examining the scene, Fountain Plaza's gotten so dark that I doubt I'd find any new evidence. I'll call it a day and start up again tomorrow. That's when I'll track down the real culprit and solve this case.